Okay, happy Friday. It is December 22nd, 2023, and I'm going to talk about my favorite earphones of 2023. Price is no object. This is just my flat-out favorite set. Before we continue, if you are a subscriber to my channel, and you comment below with holiday wishes, happy holidays, Merry Christmas, because I probably won't do a video before Christmas, you will qualify to get a Scarlett Mini, which was the first set that was sent to me. It was slightly before the final adjustments. It's still a beast of a set, and it hammers really hard, and it's a nice introduction to the fat frequency maestro style of tuning. And you just left happy holiday wishes for your fellow hobbyists, and then you scored this. That's an easy one right there, isn't it? There's one more. There's another group of people that they want to spend money, but not a lot of money. This is the Grand Maestro. It is arguably the most beautiful set of the Maestro series, and it retails for around $1,500, roughly. For $500, for 30% of retail, you could get this set in the box that it came in, and you would be donating money directly to an animal charity because it's Christmas time. So we got the Scarlett Mini for people who maybe don't have the means or the money, but they can make a comment on YouTube, and we got them covered. We already talked about them. They're part of the family as well. For the other part of the family that does have money, but it's not $1,500 money, you can get a set that a lot of people who paid for it find it to be well worth it, the Maestro SE, and you donate directly to the animal charity. I confirm that. I picked the charity because I'm familiar with them and they're legit, and it gets sent to you. And then your wife's over your shoulder like, what are you doing? And you say, I'm donating to an animal charity, babe. It's 30% retail. It's Christmas. Like, there could not be a better scenario for you to score a $1,500 set than right now. So I got you too. Now let's get to the meat of the video. I think that the best earphones released overall, price is no object, in 2023 is, probably of no surprise to anybody, is the Grand Maestro by Fat Frequency. And I'll explain why. It is a 12 driver, I believe, single dynamic 7 balance armature, 4 EST, so it's a beast, heavy driver count tribrid. There's a lot of heavy count tribrids. This has the ability to have more bass, not in the mid bass, but in the sub bass, with enough mid bass to be about the best set that you can get when it comes to listening to hip hop, R&B, low frequency centric type of genre. This set has no peers in overall quality and ability to slam. Now, if that were it, that would be nice. That's not it. With a slight change that doesn't require a little teeny pin, which I can't stand, you can turn this into a set that will play classical music like Verdi, Vivaldi, Tchaikovsky, as good as arguably the Multiverse, because it can be tuned with these switches and modules to a configuration that looks a lot like the Multiverse. And it's quite competitive in technicalities, which is this ability to pick up subtle nuances within a track that you know exists, but are not necessarily expecting to appear, because they often don't. Unless there's a combination of great transducers tuned well in combination with a good cavity or a shell, and everything is working fine. When all things come together, you have a special set. Frequency responses only tell you the tonality. They don't tell you anything else. This set is a combination of all great things put together. It does all my genres well. Nothing has come along in 2023 that takes its spot, because there's nothing that does that. The Storm by Subtonic is an amazing set. It doesn't sound like BAs. It sounds like DDs in the bass, because they're using that slam technology. It does most of my library well. I wouldn't take it for hip-hop. If I really wanted to slam, I wouldn't take it for that. The Unique Melody Amber Pearl is a resolution beast, on par with the Storm. It's excellent for a good portion of my library, but like the Storm, it wouldn't be the set I would pick for hip-hop and heavy slamming. The Fear Audio RN6 is perhaps the best set when it comes to listening to a 4 or 5 string bass guitar and just sounding like I'm actually in a room with a bassist who's tuning his bass guitar. Like it sounds that fantastic. It's an amazing set. I thought it was kind of a gimmick with that outer facing driver. I don't know what it's actually doing, but I love the RN6. I think it's an amazing set. The Camper is a company that sells affordable, cheap stuff on Amazon. And for some reason, they have this tie-in with Sonian to use their latest drivers like a Skunkworks. And that set right there, the CB1234567XYZ PDQ or whatever it's called, is really good. None of them are as good as this set. None of them have the flexibility of this set to play all of my library without any thought about EQ. And it's not a super hard to drive set. So there's that going forward as well. That's my pick for the best set. Now I want to talk about one other thing before we leave. I'm going to do an unboxing for you because it's kind of important. When the first expensive Fat Frequency came to me, it came in a box like this, but it was black. I sent a mail to the company and I said, and I've said this before, man, you guys are right there. Just my advice. Don't take me wrong. You got to be careful when you give people advice because they sometimes think you're insulting them. Smart people don't, but you don't know who you're talking to until you start to get into a dialogue with them. And I said, man, if you guys could up the cable, I could help with that, by the way. In the case, you'd really go a long way towards, the curbside appeal. What is that? That's the quick visual decisions that people make by looking like a greasy spoon restaurant that people say, it looks like a dump, I'm not going in there. They actually are very clean in the kitchen and they make amazing home cooked food, but they don't get some customers because people make that curbside appeal. People look at a case like this and think, yeah, for that price, I think I want more. What the hell does that have to do with sound quality? Nothing. Does that have anything to do with people's perception and willingness to spend money out of their pocket? Yes, it does. And these guys go from this to a nicer cable and a nicer box that's so different that when you look at it and see a video of an audio reviewer, you think, oh, they got a Fat Frequency, because I recognize that case. Now let's take it to a next step. This is how it comes now. This is the Grand Maestro in its final form. Let me go ahead and take it out of this. I'm from Hawaii, so when I saw this, I thought, oh, that's really cool. That's like a tea leaf type of wrap. That's pretty cool. And you got Grand Maestro on the top. Pick this up, take that off, and now we're looking at, I think they did this in the right order, by the way. First is what you're getting. Second, the company. There's Fat Frequency's logo. Take this off. You really don't want to be fighting pulling a box out of a box, and you don't have to because it's got the drop down. Very simple, but very clever. If you've ever had to try to get your fingers out of something, you thought, I might sell this someday. I don't want to damage the box. Why did they do this? And you turn it upside down so it falls out. Now you just pull this one out. Now, you lift up this protective cover, and you've got a lacquered wooden, golden accented Uber box for the best earphones that you can buy in the hobby. Now let me go ahead and take my glove off here so that I can open this properly. And there we go. That is so gorgeous. And that is what you get if you buy the Grand Maestro. I'm putting that over there. So I'm taking my CIEM little stand because I don't even use those anymore. I'm going to take that out of there. I'm going to put this box out of this box. I'm going to put it over there. So when people watch my videos and I pan and look left, they're going to catch a little peek of the Fat Frequency logo. And if they know, they know. Oh, he's got a Grand Maestro. That looks dope. That's like sideways advertising. That's like product placement. And I'm happy to put that product on my desk because I'm a big fan of it. And now I can proudly display it because it's got the logo prominent and it just looks dope. Now let's talk about what comes inside it. What comes inside it actually is the bottom of a puck with 3 modules holders. And there's 2 that exist right now, which means that there's another one coming out. That would go inside here, down in the bottom. You have a Fat Frequency. This is how it came for me anyway. And then this was on top of here. Put that down in there. That looks pretty sharp. Then you've got the set itself. Let me thumb this down just a little bit. You can put this in here. Push that down. Now we've got a trap door. What do we got in the trap door? We got some stuff. These are the modules. These are the new ones. These are made out of metal instead of like a rubber. That the other ones, which eventually could age or warp or depending on temperature, these are made out of metal. There are two. There's the blue and the black one, which I have graphed up there. And there's going to be another one coming out, and that's why it's got extra holders. This is a very nice case for that. You've also got terminations with the cable, which are 4.4 and 2.5. So you've got the two balanced versions right there. You've got absolutely gorgeous cable. This is beautiful. This is nice. Do you remember the original Grand Maestro cable? Or the Maestro SE? Pretty sure it was that one that was the black one. I was like, man, no, so close to awesomeness. It takes a team to build the dream. When you are with a company that is growing, you are part of the team whether you know it or not. If you're not into that, you got to consider it. When the Subtonic Storm came out, they said 4 to 6 months. What? And then I thought, they're trying to do this right, and you never get a second chance at a first impression. So, fine. And I waited, I think, 4-point-something months, and it came out absolutely amazing. You gotta do some stuff when you're growing with a new company. It takes a team to build the dream. And if you are part of investing in Fat Frequency, you are part of the dream, and you are part of the team. This is the cable that comes with the set, and it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's totally matching to that set right there. So you've got the modules, you've got the terminations that can turn this cable into balanced or single-ended. You've got these tips, these rubber stoppers, and just some generic tips that I'm not really sure what they are. These could be really nice, and I'm calling them generic. I wouldn't use them anyway because I use CP100. So that's the case that it comes in. That's what comes inside the trap door. It is that is so absolutely stunningly gorgeous. That's beautiful. That's a proud to wreck set right there. That's nice. So today is Fat Frequency Day, actually. Someone's going to get the Scarlett Mini, and it will be your first taste. And hopefully it's somebody that couldn't otherwise afford it, because I'd like you to get a taste of what this company does, what powerful, potent bass is, but still giving you the mids and the treble replay. I hope the person that gets this would have never been able to get it otherwise, because that would be really cool. I can't know that, and I can't predict it because it's a random draw, but good luck to whoever gets that. The person that gets the Maestro SE, I hope it's something you really wanted but found it out of your price range, and now some guy on YouTube is saying, hey, if you donate to cats and dogs and help prevent them from getting euthanized, I'll give this to you at 30%. And you don't pay me a single penny of that. It goes right to the charity. That is an easy sell to your wife. And also for you to rationalize, like, is this a good decision? 30% off, helping animals, getting an amazing set in mint condition in the box that it came in right there. I'm trying to sell you on donating to an animal charity and getting a great set of earphones. So my favorite set is the Fat Frequency Grand Maestro. It's clearly the best set of the year. Nothing has taken its spot. I want to give honorable mentions to the Fear Audio RN6. That is a really good set. I completely, after the XE6, I expected that to be a disappointment, which makes the gap between what happens when it's awesome. You got to remember bias. If you think something's going to be kind of, then it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. I think this set's going to be no good, and it comes in and you're almost looking for the fault in it. That's not really a good thing. I think we could agree. The Fear Audio RN6, when it came to me, I was thinking this is just going to be, well, anyway, whatever. I got to try it out. And I love that set. Other honorable mention would be the Subtonic Storm. What an impressive set. What an impressive set. I think that there's a lot of people that are fanboys because they're friends or they want to see somebody in their local community do well. I get that. But I think people can see that when they read and listen to that. As a person and I'm no more credible than you, by the way, but as a person that is really just stuck on 4-string, 5-string bass guitars, kick drums, vocal harmonics being fatiguing, just on that stuff, that is a really, really nice set. They did amazing. I don't know how you follow up the Storm. Don't know how you do it. The Amber Pearl, my God, take a $5,000 DAP, which is right there, and then say you have to pay an additional $8,000 for the most expensive unique melody ever released just to get that DAP. They did that. Blow my mind, and I love the set. At the end of the day, it's all about the music, and if it sounds great, and that was what you were going for, then what's the complaint? I will say that the Fei Wan from Aroma Audio, oh my God, I couldn't get rid of that quick enough. There's lots of sets that you don't see videos of that a lot of people like that are expensive that I don't like. That's one. Aroma Audio does good stuff, but man, the Fei Wan and also the other blue one, I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, no, I think they've only released one. By the way, the Bird, which is in a box right now, is still legit and awesome to this day. I'll let you guys go. You guys have a very Merry Christmas. I will see you or talk to you before the new year. Leave a polite message of happy holiday wishes to your fellow hobbyist. I want to say another thing. I run a Facebook group, and I'm very militant with it. If people disrespect their fellow hobbyists, I just ban them. And then I publicly label them as being banned for doing that. If you can't speak to other people in a way that's articulate, you think you're talking to somebody that doesn't know what they're talking about, smother and crush them with an articulate, intelligent argument. Don't stoop down to their level and start calling them morons or they're deaf or their ears are damaged. Or what would you do that for? What's wrong with you? There's something eating you up inside. As a person that quit drinking many, many years ago, the pain that you project on other people is usually your own pain. And the things going on wrong are not other people's fault, it's your own. So instead of looking outside to find the problem, maybe you take a look in the mirror. Because I bet you, that's where the problem lies. And anybody in this community, which is an excellent community on this channel, or on Facebook or any other that I'm in control of, if you can't control yourself to show some respect to fellow music lovers, you are not welcome in the community. It's Christmas. Be nice. Respect one another. This is just audio gear. Don't get freaked out about it. I get freaked out about companies and maybe taking advantage of people's money. Don't get on other people because you don't like the stuff that they pick. Come on, man. Go look in the mirror. It's probably you. So get that stuff, and then dude who's never spent over $500 but wants the $1,500, I got you, bro. Hey, bring your wife to the computer. Tell her, look, this usually costs this much. I'm donating it to a charity. Baby, it's Christmas time. Please. If there ever were a time where she's going to be okay with it, it's this time. Good luck to you, bro. Good luck to you. Fight the fight. And I'm out.
It's all good thing. Yeah.
Rabbit.
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 Usagi.
Usagi.